Okay, hi guys, I'm Anthony.
Hello, I'm Alex.
So yeah, today we are going to talk about the vintage lenses, and Alex here has been very proficient and he knows quite a lot about vintage lenses as well, so let him explain about what are vintage lenses. Alex, please.
Alright, so we call vintage lenses that were used for 35mm photography cameras back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s and 80s. And these actually have a great many uses for modern cameras, and we're gonna talk about this.
You're saying that the old lenses, they can be used in the camera today?
Yes, exactly, and especially on mirrorless cameras. So what Sony, Panasonic, Fuji, Olympus, these kind of cameras, they can really take advantage of all the glass that was made back in the day, and especially for video.
Yeah. So even the old lenses that you can like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and they can even still be used in like what he said, micro four thirds camera. Sony is an E-mount, but it's almost it's the same sensor size. Panasonic, Olympus as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure about how about the Canon and Nikon? Does it work as well?
Yes, some of them. Some might not be compatible. Let's say for Nikon has a very big distance. It's called flange distance from the sensor to the mount.
Okay.
And some old lenses might not be able to adapt to it.
So some of them might not be able.
But for mirrorless, you should not have any problem whatsoever. You can use almost all lenses.
So basically, if you have a mirrorless camera, we can practically use like almost 99% of the lenses.
Yeah.
All lenses. But if you have a Canon or a Nikon mount, it's not a guarantee. It's probably like 50 or 60%. Yeah, it's not like what you say. It's not all lenses can be used on a Canon or a Nikon mount. But if you have a mirrorless, yes, you're in luck because you can use almost all of them. So now, Alexander, can we talk about what kind of lenses that you have and can introduce to us?
Yeah, sure. So these are all lenses used on 35mm cameras. Let's talk about what we have here.
Okay, let's see what we have
here. But I have a Konika AR lenses,
so
a lot, and these are my favorites.
Okay, let's take a look at the some of these.
Let's say this is a 35mm f2.8, really good lens. Konika lenses have a 55mm filter, and it's the same thing. It's standard for all Konika lenses, so you can use the same filters, same everything. Focus throw is like 90 degrees, which is not very long, but it's just enough, I feel.
Just enough.
The aperture is still has clicks. You can actually hear it, but it can be declicked quite easily if you know how. So yeah, this is one of my favorite lenses. Really sharp. Like the subject pops out. It's like has a really 3D kind of effect.
3D feel is it. So what's next for this?
And yeah, this is my favorite lens because I really like telephoto primes. For such a focal length, it's quite a small lens. First of all,
that's true. Very small. Yeah.
So it's 135mm. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean definitely because I've seen the Canon and the Nikon. The long lenses is really big. Sometimes it's like 5 times bigger than the camera itself, and truthfully, it's quite heavy. The thing is, this thing is almost the same length, like 200mm plus the core factors, but it's only this small. You see, that's the size, and the quality is almost as good. Maybe it's not as good as the most expensive lenses, but definitely for the price, it's pretty worth it. There's a lot of value inside. Let's continue with more lenses.
This is an Olympus lens.
Olympus lenses.
It really looks vintage with this silver kind of ring. Great quality. From what I know, it's really easy to adapt them. Add a follow focus ring, and you can use it with a proper focus puller and on cinema cameras. You can declick the aperture quite easily. You just have to take some screws off, take one small ball that's it. It's in the aperture mechanism. They take it out, and then it's declicked. You can hear the clicks actually.
Right. It's not smooth enough for like focusing, but if you know an expert like Alexander here, or if you're going just as a shot maybe to just remove the ball, then you can declick it and make it a smoother process to like manual focus itself.
Yeah, the focus is quite smooth. The aperture is the one.
Oh, it's aperture. Aperture is
if you declick this, basically you can use it on video. Otherwise, imagine you you're taking a video, you try to change the aperture during the video, and you hear this on the camera. Or it has stops, and it's gonna be like in a kind of jumpy kind of exposure.
Yeah.
So Olympus OM lenses, adaptable for almost all cameras. I think even for Canon cameras, DSLRs, they work.
Yeah.
Very cheap, really fast lenses also, and really compact. This is a Russian lens. It's a Mir 1B called 37mm f2.8. It's really small for this type of focal length.
It's definitely small.
Yeah, quite light. What's amazing about Russian lenses is that the aperture is declicked already. You hear no clicks in the aperture whatsoever.
Silence.
So really good for a video, amazing quality. And this has the swirly bokeh that many people would. So these Russian lenses come with a different type of mount. It's called the M42 mount.
M42 mount. Okay, what's that?
It's a screw mount. It's not a bayonet. So usually all modern lenses have bayonet mounts, right? You just align the dots.
The red dot, the red or the white dot.
Yeah. Turn them a little bit. And they make the click. It's tight in place.
Simple.
A screw mount is a little bit different. It's like an old design, but it's still usable. So you just screw it in a lot, until see.
You have to screw it a few times. Like you're screwing something.
It's in there and it stays tight. The problem is, if you're really, you focus aggressively with it, and instead of moving the ring, you can actually move it from the adapter. So it's tight in place when you screw it all the way through. But yeah, you have to keep this in mind. It's kind of a quirky system, really.
Yeah, it's a bit troublesome.
If you're really aggressive with the lens, you can take it out of the adapter. Might not be the best.
So be careful with that.
The Takumar lenses that are from Japan.
Japan lenses.
Really good lenses, fast lenses that are used for Pentax cameras back in the day, and really good. But you have to be aware that the oldest ones,
oldest one,
may be slightly radioactive because they used radioactive materials in the coatings on the glass.
Conspiracy.
It's just a little bit. Don't stick your eye in them for like hours on end.
Yeah.
But it's not really a big deal, but you can read more about it and decide for yourself.
Just be careful.
Another type of brand of lenses you can use for M42 are Carl Zeiss lenses.
Carl Zeiss? Ooh.
Carl Zeiss Jena. So basically some history background. Back in the day, Germany was separated in East Germany and West Germany. And West Germany, all the expensive, best in the bunch, the Carl Zeiss lenses were made. But these ones are from the eastern part. It's called the Carl Zeiss Jena, from the Jena factory. But these are basically the same designs. You just have them for cheaper, I guess, on the internet now. There might be some problems with aging. They used a different type of adhesive, and they might get a little bit stiffer nowadays because it got old, but the quality is amazing. This is a Carl Zeiss Jena Pancolar 50mm 1.8. Tight focus ring, but really good. The aperture is click. You don't need to declick this. It's so.
It's a smooth.
It's a really smooth
click. So
aperture.
It's not the hard type, so you can. Yeah. There's a certain resistance to it. Damn.
You can say it's almost clickless, like how good the quality is and everything.
Definitely.
This is a zoom lens, so the build quality is amazing. Everything is really good with it. It also has like a macro mode.
Macro mode, what's that?
So basically, it's like a ring. You just take it down, and the mode on how the lens works differs now. So you can focus. You can go with the lens really close to the subject. And because this is a zoom lens, so it goes from 35mm to 105.
Wow.
So you like zoom it in 105 millimeters with that really close focus point. You get very close to the subject, and you can, I don't know, take videos or photos of insects or
Small
really
stuff, yeah.
really small
Tiny stuff.
Yeah. F 3.5 constant.
3.5 constant.
So that's
Yes.
that's really good for video. While you zoom, the aperture stays at the same setting.
Yeah.
So the image is gonna have the same exposure all the way through.
And the light coming in is the same, so sometimes you zoom in, it won't get darkened suddenly. So because it's a constant. Okay. I know some zoom lenses, they are not constant. So when you zoom in or zoom out, the light seems to change.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
exposure
the
it gets darker
exposure.
while you go at the higher focal length.
Yeah.
Basically.
But otherwise, this is not a problem for this guy because it's constant aperture.
Yeah. And also parafocal. That means that it's, let's say, 35 millimeters now. All right, you focus on a subject
Yeah.
and you zoom in, and the subject will stay in focus while you zoom in.
Stay in focus.
There are some lenses which are very focal, especially Vivitar zoom lenses. Are very focal. That means that when you focus on a subject, you zoom in, and the subject goes out of focus.
Yeah, there's some
So
problem.
the focus point is not
constant.
It's not there.
It's not there.
It's
Constant.
how the
It's not
glass
constant.
was made. I feel this is a really good all-around lens. Not the sharpest, but really good for what it does.
Before that, we just let you see some sample images of all the lenses here. So it's taken with a Sony, am I right?
What I use the lenses with is like a Sony A6000.
A6000, alright. So okay, we'll just let you guys see this first, and there'll be a conclusion at the end. Okay, take a look at some of these images.
These are the advantages. Really good for manual, cheap, extremely good quality, build quality.
That you must definitely go take a look at the website and just learn more about vintage lenses and what it can do for you, perhaps in your next personal project or your hobbies. But well, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope that you enjoy these things. So you can just comment down there if we say anything wrong or you have something to say, and maybe just subscribe as well, because we're gonna have more videos of other reviews as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this thing. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Buy vintage lenses.